resilience in the fold. Hedge pressurizing, the charts are bold. Dated bands rapping, stories untold. Riding with rockets through your AI. Up we go, reaching for the sky. Every trade hold never dies. On the edge as the numbers fly. Checking the charts, midnight glory. Heartbeat thumping, another story. Green and red, flashing voices loud. Future kings standing on their cloud. Riding with rocket scooter AI. Up we go, reaching for the sky. Every trade home never dies. On the edge as the numbers fly. The pulse ascending, mind on fire, never ending. Trees of gold, endless fight. Push on through the endless night. Riding with rocket scooter AI. Up we go, reaching for the sky. Every trade home never dies. On the edge as the numbers fly. Checking the charts, midnight glory. Heartbeat thumping, another story. Green and red, flashing voices loud. Future kings standing on their cloud. Checking the charts with your AI. Up we go, reaching for the sky. Every trade home never dies. On the edge as the numbers fly. Checking the charts, checking the charts. Midnight glory. Sanctuary in awe, it's blending. Mind on fire, never ending. Dreams of gold, endless fight. Push on through the endless night. Push on through the endless night. Push on through the endless night.
Howdy friends, good morning. Welcome to the stream. You guys have been here for a little bit. Sorry I'm a little late. Good morning from Oregon. What's up? Xander Golddigger, Saint Isidore, Nathan Golddigger, Casper, Mark, Lorenzo, Mike, Michaela, sorry. Gluey. Evening from Australia. Wow. What's up, legends? Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, folks. Lee. Morning mindset anchor. I'm not here to trade or remove. You're here to execute only your prepared setups. There you go. There you go. I saw somebody say, so today we sized down. LOL, you guys paid attention to the boot camp. Yesterday's class on position sizing. How did you guys like your introduction to the risk interval and all the neat things in future structure you didn't know about? And position sizing. Told you the boot camp is a mind-blowing experience for some people. How we get so high up today with such low volume? It doesn't really take volume to move the futures market. Remember, futures are tracking the stocks, anticipating the opening of our market. Like Asia and Europe traded higher, so our market would trade higher as well. Everybody's sizing down today. Probably just busy eating spicy pickles. That's exactly what I was doing. Good morning. All right, and the rest of you guys, I missed roll call, but hello, all of you friends here. What's my bias for today? Oh, dude, the bull market is back. The big bull market is back. I mean, we're breaking all-time highs and then some. Whether we peak above all-time highs and turn around and come back and test, we'll have to see what happens. And the rest of you guys, what's up? Good class. Good morning. Great class. Took your advice from yesterday's stream. What was yesterday's stream? I remember what I said. Psychological advice, risk management advice. What'd you learn on the stream yesterday? Long and strong, baby. How much is the boot camp? $20. That's it. For 20 days. Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right. You guys haven't taken you haven't done the boot camp yet? You got to get it now because we do it every 2 months. It just started. Right here is the hold on. You guys, the link. Wait a minute, where'd it go? There we go. This is the biggest turnout we've ever had. Well, and I say that because every time we do it, it's the biggest turnout we ever had. It's just bigger and bigger every time. All right, let's just get everything ready to go. We had 61.25 last night. We talked about when we left the boot camp, it's bull long up setup. We had hedge pressure long, and the hedge pressure long is pretty clean setup today. I haven't made any trades overnight, nothing. Kind of took it easy yesterday. And then, of course, Nasdaq didn't even get close to bouncing off anything. Let's start marking our stuff here. Huge. Where's my RDZ stuff? Okay, so we're not even going to get close to any of that. Oops. Put my notes around for you guys. All right, so we're in between the bands, which is great. Hopefully get belong up setups. Can probably be BLU open long setup, long out the door. Probably what I'm going to do with some of my accounts. And if we dip the hedge pressure, I'll long some more. Let's double check where we are relative to all-time highs. Because normally what you'll see a lot of times is when you test all-time highs, the market pops and goes and then usually tries to sell one day and then the next day keeps going. Psychological, you know, people are always like, once I return all-time highs, let me go ahead and test. So like we're almost there in futures. You know, like one more day to like pop and then the next day to try to drop and then the next day to keep going. So today, buy the dip up day is all I'm thinking. All I'm thinking. Ooh, 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 all I'm thinking. Honestly, though, I want honest opinions. Yesterday's the first class was like a cool intro, right? Second class is where the juice starts. Now, your impression so far of the first class and second class is what I want to know what you guys think. Do you feel like you got your dollar's worth? I love that it's only $1. $1 per class. Let me post up in social media real quick. bum, bum, bum. All right, checking out chat. You've paid, all right, you're here at 3 you've paid $1,000 for 2 different courses. This is way better. Yeah, right? Definitely much better. Classes might be worth at least $2. Never, we're never raising the price. We'd be like Costco, a dollar forever. We just had fun. Only 12% to get Victor's business loan. That's it. Yeah, he's almost there. And class is awesome. Michaela, good. Never paid 20 bucks before and got some information. No one else teaches. That's the goal, right? Because I want to ruin you guys for any other trading course you ever do. I want you to ever, for the rest of your life, when you buy another $1,000 piece of whatever, that after the first class you ask for a refund because you're like, you completely scammed me. That's what people tell me. They're like, I ruined them for other trading courses. After they go through ours, they're like, everyone else just seems like a scam. And I ask for refunds. That's the goal. That's the goal, man. You guys will realize that there's a million people out there making a buck. Dude, I could have probably made 300-400 grand a year extra selling trading courses, probably. Nah, don't need it. You guys, I'd rather you guys go out there with the money you have, crushing the market. I'm going to streamline today. Maybe. The roll, the giveaway, ride the belt, make it hectic. That'd be crazy. All right, let's start getting our levels up here. Monthly hedge pressure, we're good. Let me start marking yesterday's close price. So I'm just drawing open and close. I'm about to initiate the project for the automating all this shuffling I do. Futures. All right, so we have a big old gap up just like yesterday, right? We're going to be inside of the half gap redistribution zone sort of cluster here. Hopefully we get liquidity pockets. Now that we're such a clean bull zone, we're probably not going to get pockets. Probably be just like yesterday. Nice, strong bull long up. Got to kind of chase at the open. Probably pop up, press through highs, try to sell. This is pretty normal that you'll see at these all-time highs. Not that I say I'm betting on it selling. I'm not at all shorting. Monthly maps absolutely repaired itself. We open in a bull zone. Bull zone is bull zone is strengthening. Bear zone is deteriorating. No volatility. This is all golden setup, guys. This is exactly what you want to see. Pressing close to all-time highs. So today might be another day of all-time highs. Push. VIX is below a triple B and compressing. You guys learned that we're not overshooting pivots or chopping around. So look at SPY. QQQ looks the same. We are in a rock solid market. Golden setup, baby. Ooh, I love the golden setup. All right, come on. Load up. futures going. So where are my futures candles? I just glitched it by clicking monthly maps and had futures loaded. Okay, let's just F5 it. That'll fix it. All right. We got lower band here. We've got lower band here, upper band. MHP close above. We've got supported MHP in case we drop. Yellow line anywhere else over here? Yeah, let's up the. And I got all these like liquidity pockets, fun stuff. Okay, so I'll just rewrite that if I ever need to. Okay, yesterday's close, ladies and gentlemen. Take a look at this one. Yesterday was a really good trading day. Did you guys have fun yesterday? Who here jumped in the long at the open, just rode it all the way up? It's pretty, you know, scary for some people as they're new to trading to kind of say, oh man, it rallied so much pre-market. I kind of want to just fade this and then market just trickled up, right? All right, S&P's got like a thinner gap, which is pretty nice. The gap fills always along, hedge pressure along. So some A plus down here at, or not A plus, but like A setups down here. Kind of at the little bounce point futures. Now we'll get the liquidity maps kind of support this. MHP is A plus setup down here. So we got bull pressure basically from here and here. Guys, don't forget to smash the like button. Do me a favor. We get up to 500. We're trying to do a thing to get us close to 1,000 people watching the stream. We've been hitting the 900 mark. We get to 1,000. I'm going to go spend $5,000 a month buying you guys one extra Tradeify straight fund account to give away every single day. One extra on top of what we already do. Also, on Monday, we're doing giveaway bonanza, which means, you know, at the end of the month, we always just do crazy giveaway. I think last time we gave away like 10 accounts on that one day. And then, of course, you know, following me on my funded stream, my funded TV, they've been doing like 25, 50 giveaways pretty much every stream. So you guys want to get free shit? I like buying, my friends. So come on over and hang out. The margin from overnight concept is super valuable. Very valuable, right? I'm getting your first payout from TPT. Thanks to the bull run. There you go. Such a great class. Bootcamp is great. Look for membership, but generally provide great hook for membership, but you generally provide value, so it's smart and valuable. Yes, sir. We call it in the business world, we call it a loss lead item. It's the $1 class is my $2 Costco hot dog. Hopefully you like it and you buy something else, of course, but you know, every business should have a good one. But in reality, it's not just the business side of it. I did want to have a class that was like 10,000 times better than anything out there, just to be memorable for like the viral effect, like the word of mouth effect. Like, dude, this guy teaches everything for $1. That's really why our company's exploded. I mean, that's for the most part. We're thinking about the market today, bullish, baby. That's all I'm thinking. Everybody is kind of like buzzing, like, so what's the catch? It's like, not really a catch, man. You just, there's no like, they're like, well, is there an extra fee? Like, drop the bomb in the middle of the boot camp. Like, okay, guys, you want to learn the rest? Here's $1,000. They're like, no, it's literally just, that's it. And when we made it, we're like, let's make it the cost of a book. $20, learn it all. You're good. Let's tune in yesterday. Got wrecked on the sell. Oh, dude, that sucks. Yeah, you can rewatch it, Sam, but we also go through it again with different stuff as we evolve the strategy or we have a different environment. We showcase what's going on in the new, you know, month. Could be different than the previous month. Now we're in a bull market. If you guys did the boot camp in March, we're in a bear market, right? So today's setup's pretty solid out the door. I don't think we're having anything. I'm going to anticipate more bull long ups, which means longing it open possibly, or gap fill longs. So from here to there is a long, wherever we end up. Obviously, A+ setups and MHP always good to take. So when I do this, I usually split out my risk. Like I might long in one account here, and then long in like 2 accounts here, and then long in like all 10 accounts there, depending on what the setup is. If resilience comes out to be 70-80%, I'm going to be longing right inside of here. So, nice flat open on the S&P. Nasdaq moved up a little high overnight, but it's not too bad yet. Still has some room to go up to DD band. So I'm going to move all this stuff out of the way here. Nasdaq, same boat, but just a much bigger gap to play with. That's it, baby. That's it. I don't know why this always looks like it's off the chart here. Manually adjust that. Too late to join? Nope, not too late to join. You only have 2 classes to catch up on, so you can watch the videos over the weekend. Catch up. Yesterday was about position sizing. All right, those of you guys that took the class, what do you think about today? As far as position sizing go, what did you learn this one class? Especially today, like if there's anything you're going to apply today in your own trading strats. Wait, PW is leaving Tradeify because Jadon is on the stream? Oh, really? Nobody said. Yeah, they don't like each other. Well. Oh, well, I don't know. Like, I don't even care about that, dude. Like these people, like, I mean, I like all these guys. I'm friends with all of them. I don't give a shit about any of that. I'm here to make money, dude. These guys can bicker online all they want. That's between all of them. You know what I mean? It'll be fun to just kind of like, catch up on the drama, but look, I've been in the business long enough to know that every time you turn your head, there's drama on this side of your shoulder and drama on this side. It's always somebody talking shit about another. And so I'd love to go check it out, but I'm just going to I don't even care, to be honest. Do I like Jadon? Yeah, Jadon's cool. I like everybody. Like, I don't have enemies in this business. Like, I'm friends with everybody. I like Pat. I talk to Pat a lot. I talk to Jadon every once in a while. I talk to Brad all the time. Just, you know what I mean? And these guys will all get over it in a month or two anyways and back to normal. I've made it pretty far in this business by just shrugging off a lot of that stuff. Market Super membership does include the classes. That's correct. Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't stand with anybody, stand for anybody. You guys know me. I'm a lone wolf in this industry. I stand for making money and crushing it. I very rarely take anyone's sides. I'm actually kind of known as the neutral judge party. Remember the Danny trades and Jadon stuff? Everybody elected me as the unofficial judge of all this stuff. They were like, okay, we're going to send Danny's broker statements to Matt and he's going to authenticate them to make sure they're real. Everyone knows me as the guy you just go to because I don't pick sides. So I give like the fair. And by the way, Danny never sent me his broker statements after all that time I wasted like for it. If you guys remember all that, they all call me and Jadon was pushing really hard. He's like, dude, I'm trying to get Danny to do it, but he's, so in all honesty, it was all Danny in that whole event, but they sort of got mad at each other. Him and Pat were posting like shirtless pictures in front of the mirror, flexing on each other, like talking about fist fighting and stuff. I think it was somewhat high schoolish, but it's also funny just to see, everyone's just doing it for show. I don't think anybody really really feels that way. And some of the environments out here, for some people, it's just, you know, the shock value is great for business and ratings. And it's definitely it's a smart hustle to stir up some drama. Nothing wrong with people choosing to do that. When I were a subreddit mod, did I get paid? No, I didn't get paid. I used to be a mod on Wall Street Bets, investing, and stock market. So the three biggest trading subreddits on the planet. I was actually a moderator for all three of them. In 2014 or 2015, yeah, back in a long time ago. That's kind of where I got my start in general on social media. Most people don't know I'm an OG Wall Street Bets mod. This is way back when it first started getting really big. And also the time I was a mod, so was Martin Shkreli, the pharma bro. He also was a mod. So there was like just like this huge panel of like kind of like famous people on the mod panel at that time. The boot camp is included with the membership. Danny announced he's retiring from trading. Oh, yeah. See, there's always something going on, man. I'm telling you, it's like if you were to fall asleep for 100 years and come back, you would come back to some trading drama. But no, I don't pick sides. I don't pick Jadon's side. I don't pick Pat's side. I never pick sides. I'm just cool with everybody. I try to be cool with everybody. Very few people, if anyone, has ever really had a problem with me. So as much of a mouth as I have, I'm surprised. But it's probably because I just don't like. I have no tolerance for it. If somebody was to like, Matt fucking sucks, he's horrible, he's the worst fucking scammer on the planet, this and that, I'd be like, you done? All right, cool. I wouldn't be like, fight me, bro. I would just be like, all right, you get it all out. Okay, you done? All right. Tyler talks shit to me all the time, though. It's the only person that can do it. Dana should try from streaming. I've never seen so many people hate a single person. You once said to Martin Shkreli on a plane. Yeah, I think he was public enemy number one for quite some time. You know, the public. Well, Hillary Clinton. I mean, remember he was like threatening Hillary Clinton on his streams and stuff. Like, yeah, she could have sent everything she has going at him. She's trying to run for office at the time. Just trying to make an example out of him. Oh, those are the days, man. I removed your wrench? No, what happened? I didn't remove your wrench. Is that really you? I don't even think were you ever a mod? Hold up. Hold on. No, I mean, more about this channel. Does it have any content? Wait, you're not the real Tyler. Wait, what? How come your channel has no content? Fake Tyler? No. It's not really him. Fake Tyler. Oh, okay. So fake Tyler really was Tyler. Dun dun dun. I see. Well, now you're gonna be taking up two plane seats. What a scammer. When Tyler makes troll accounts, he goes and makes them with his own. He's himself on his troll account too. Oh, I'm dead. That's hilarious. Tyler's got balls, man. He doesn't even troll people on a fake account. He just makes another version of himself to talk shit. That's some balls right there. All right, guys, market's about to open in 1 minute. I'm looking to get some longs out the door if resilience is greater than half. This is what I'm looking for. Bull long ups, DD band. This is just a nice, simple play here. If I can get it. Now, I might 25, 22.5. Nice little play here. I'm going to see if I can't pop a hit on this right out the door. Resilience is 80 and 90. Yeah, let's see if I can get, hopefully, bull long ups. We'll see. Half gap is going to be support. I'm going to risk it with just one account here with one. DD is 0.3. I'm looking for half gap basically to hold. Actually, let me grab it in two. So if liquidity maps come through, might be a good, nice, tidy little bull long up here. Opening range breakout BLU looking solid. Maybe I should grab this and like, God, usually. All right. See if we get the liquidity map. See what we get. Should be bull long up, I think, but we'll double check. Yeah, same as yesterday if it's not changed. I'll wait for the data to come through here. Ooh, EST QQQ. No way. All right. Pretty good. Be solid, bros. Okay. I'm liking it. All right. All right, check out SPY. So we have a liquidity pocket QQQ right at the open. SPY's bull long up or should be good here. All right. So we have 40 points up to 540 is the target. Liquidity pocket EST. We should good. Positive res. Everything's bullish here to here's the trade. Should be good to the pocket. A to B. No, I didn't. Got a little late entry on this one, but should be all right. All right. This is liquidity pocket every single time. Hopefully, come on, pencil tool. Turn on. This thing, I swear, is so fucking glitchy. All right. There you go, close that out. Okay. Res is still good. Market's still good. Greater market's still good. DD greater than half. We're good. Solid. EST QQ. This is a trade right here. Hopefully we hold. Hang in there. Liquidity pockets should be okay, but we'll see. Hopefully we don't sell off from here. Liquidity pocket here to here every single time. Good setup. All signs are good. All things are awesome. All right. All right. All right, hold on to this one here. Looking good. Today on the news, I don't think we have much going on around the world. Today we have Powell talking new home sales. Nothing on the calendar itself either. Tomorrow's GDP and corporate profits, PCE, and Friday is Michigan numbers. EST every single time. Liquidity pocket, bear zone top, bull zone bottom. This is EST setup. I like to take this one every single time. This is just bull setup here. Again, it's a nice tight stop. If I lose this, I'm stopping. Should be good for the run. A little bit of opening selling pressure, but resiliences are still fine and fantastic. Guys, don't forget to smash the like button, friends. Running it out the dope. Taking it to the hole. Come on, run up. So SPY is a straight up bull long up at open with the flat open, positive res, which is good. Just a gap and go, just like yesterday. Upper DD bands to play. We have liquidity pocket, which is support in S&P. Rock solid, baby. Rock solid she is. There's the play. Now I get resistance probably at this 22,540 level. Usually you tap it and I take my trade and I get out of the way. But LPs do have a fight. There's going to be resistance, and if it breaks, like it's gonna resist. Like you're seeing it right now. If it breaks, I let it go and then I let it tap, and then I take the second trade on it. Chase. We need to establish liquidity pocket of support first. LP is my bread and butter trade. 90% probability that you go from A to B under these conditions. Greater market is all perfect. The bootcamp had covered it yesterday. DD ratio greater than half, right? Monthly maps bullish, SPY above MHP. You got the trifecta there. Also, no irrational signals today. Up here, our irrational flags are all green, so nothing bad going on there. We should be nice and tidy. We'll see if this continues to go. At least liquidity pocket. Let's run it. Run it for profit, baby. Got to take that money. And we're solid. LP good. LP good. LP good. Come on. Come on. Come on. LP good. I only trade S&P though, but nice and tidy. That is the play. And then there'll be the first resistance here from pocket to pocket. Oh, that's easy as shit every single time. Every single time. Oh, yeah. Every single time, every single time, every single time, every single time. Tell you guys, that one's fun. Fun stuff. Now again, now we can wait. And then good comes out of this. Now I don't know if I'm just gonna hold a runner to see if we push on S&P. I'm still long S&P to upper band, but look, on this one, if we do break above here, it becomes a bigger run up. Now this time I might just hold through it just to see. Normally I wait on liquidity pocket to break and then retest, and I take the long. Every single time. Am I long right now? You can see, do you know what a trading platform looks like? The top right of the screen. You'll see right here, I've got my positions, and right here. Hello? Yo. What do you got there?
Green drink and hot tea.
Yes.
I couldn't find your other cup.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh. I left it here yesterday. Thanks, man.
Always bring it down, please.
Hold on. Hey, guys. Guess who's back? Oh, look who came back to hang out. Look who came back to hang out, huh? Huh? Oh, Why do you always like to bite my face? Why are you so mad at me? Why are you mad at me, boy? Why does he do this?
I don't know.
He just doesn't like, he's absolutely like, look how destructive and violent this dog is.
No, it's because he's been spoiled at grandma's.
Oh, the blanket? I'm gonna move it from here. Like, just.
Because it turns red.
Yeah.
Okay.
It turns things red.
Pick up! Stop! What is wrong with you?
He's crazy!
Ah! Stop!
His name is Pickle, yeah, without the S though. Just like one pickle.
Yeah.
Yeah, just Pickle. Pickle itself on its own. All right. Gotta focus. Back up the bull side. All right. Looking solid. Looking really solid here. Get that bull side break here. 22,540 could go all the way up to 620 on our 80-point rip today. Very probable. Stocks are looking good. Everything's stable. Can't complain on this one. Been looking hella solid today. Pretty good. Hanging on for the break. I might just hold through it. S&P has no resistances. Nice and clear. So you guys saw how today is exactly the same setup as yesterday, right? Now the thing is this is the first resistance and might come down. This might actually go red a little bit on this first test. But the gap and go is always a pretty good setup. If you look on the liquidity pocket here, a liquidity map here on SPY, it's a bull long up. You'll see bull long up has an option. I can long out the door, or I can long in blue. Well, blue is way down here. And so basically we just have with positive res is yesterday's close is support for today. So as far as like an A setup, exactly the same as yesterday. There's support here, and there's nothing below. So if we lose like this tiny little 10-point range down in here, I'm just going to get out of the way. Now there is no volatility, right? VIX is absolutely in decay, so we're not going to see any chop or anything. Nice and tidy on this. So I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Really, I'm loving it. Clean, easy day today. And I just have one contract in the S&P in case it dips down. I'll hit it long on the dip. That's the easier part. So now I'm basically just like, I know I got in late on this one, and all I have is this tiny little liquidity pocket. But what do we got here? Nice and clean, nice and clean. SP now breaking that opening range here, trying to push higher. That'd be nice. Nasdaq fighting its liquidity pocket first time here. This is, you know, you're always going to see that resistance at bull zone. If it pulls back one more time, there's an A+ setup from there as well. Cut those longs, baby. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Are we at all-time highs? Almost, yeah. Dog knows who's banging the owner, so he's not mad with me. He's mad at me. Dude, that dog is so funny sometimes, but I think he hates the lights. I don't know. He gets really aggressive when I put him in front of the lights. Oh, shoot. I need to change this stream elements. No longer do we have lifetime 2,500 deal. That's still being announced. Don't tell me that. All right. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Can't believe that lifetime sale still is staying that. Okay, okay. I need to make one for my fund and futures also, I guess. How we doing here? All right, just hanging on to the long. Holding it for good. Holding it till the end of times. Guys, don't forget to hit the like button here. Making some money here. At least 80 points. Only get 80 points today. Again, bull zone break can be pretty good. Pretty solid upper band. 620 is it. Nice trading day, just like yesterday. I'm going to tell you guys, when we break through all-time highs, usually the market does try to sell. And I'm not going to predict that, but I'm going to tell you today would be interesting to see if the market did this very rapidly and then decided to like try to sell and then hook its way back up. We see this all the time on all-time high breaks. I've been doing this long enough to know that people get psychologically like cray-cray when it comes to like all-time highs. People are like, it's all-time highs, I gotta sell. Usually there's like a knee-jerk selling reaction. It does happen. I'm just gonna keep drawing this flag line here. Yeah, we might get like a quickie little fly up today. Be nice and tidy. Should be good for a breakup. Again, I'm just small position here just in case it does pull back. If I had a genie with 3 wishes, one of them would be to wish for a modern version of Thinkorswim. Like, Thinkorswim was made a million years ago, and it's still the same clunky dinosaur it's always been. It's never gotten an update, really. This shit is just so laggy and slow and bad. It's always been bad. I have a friend that was like, help me buy a new computer to help with Thinkorswim and other things, and I'm like, nope, new computer is not going to help you. I have the fastest computer on the planet, and Thinkorswim is still like, look at my mouse is still lagging through it. Look at this. Oh, Thinkorswim is just a dinosaur with a broken hip. It is doomed. Close out some browser tabs though. All right, close down these Excel sheets too. Come on, hang in there. LP every single time. Second time, okay. 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 I don't think there's really any big news today that'd be worth avoiding. Today's kind of light on the news, right? We got Powell's talking this morning. Hold on. Good thought though. Let's double check. Yeah, Powell was actually saying some pretty positive stuff yesterday. Monday, it's Wednesday here. Like he was saying, he was noticing that a lot of the companies, that there's a lot less pass-through than they expected of tariffs. So companies are absorbing the price more than they thought, according to the data. New home sales, yeah, that's coming out in 10 minutes. EST every second time. Resilience is pulling back just a smidge here. Now, if res gets to be negative, then this becomes such a clean day today. Negative resilience, if this goes down. People just probably just selling off of the psychology of all-time highs. I think there's really no reason for the market to sell off. But if it does, negative res just takes us to there. And then the market supports up. I'd like to see it up in trap bulls before it flushes, but we'll see. Sometimes you get this like opening pop that sort of like wiggles its way down and then dies. We'll have to see. I don't anticipate today to be a sell-off day, but we'll check on the bigger chart here for... We are close to all-time highs. Yeah, like right on the edge there. Normally, you would like see it peek through it. All right. Just hanging on to that S&P trade. So NASDAQ, let's demonstrate one more EST setup here. Right here at the open, NASDAQ test. One more time, give me some red, baby. Oops. All right. Hang in there. One more time. One more time. LP one more time. Don't die on us, Margaret. No fleshy flesh today. Come on, one more LP. Give us one more. Hang in there, Margaret. All right. No fleshy today. Come on. Not today. Not yet. Res is still positive. We're still okay. We're still okay. We're still all right. One more. Let's go. Come on, EST. One more time. Hold that open. Hold that open. Let's go. Pop back in. Pop back in one more time. One more time. We're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, all night. Res is still above 0. It doesn't matter if Res is pulling back. Res is still above 0, which is good. Come on, baby. Hang in there. Hang in there. One more time. 509 to 540. It's against a 1-to-1 trade. It's a liquidity pocket every single time. I try to take this one every time. Hang in there, baby. I saw an ES contract on this one. And I grabbed a NASDAQ extra on it. I was just holding ES for the rally. Oh, come on, hang on to that. Hang on to that. Let's rip it. Let's rip it. Let's go. Can I shut off the background music? No, I can't. You gotta have like something to fill the dead space. You can't have dead air in broadcasting. It's like a faux pas. It makes people uncomfortable. Monkey paw, please. Okay. I mean, if you really want it. Okay. I gotta focus though, so no headband and headbanging today. I'm just gonna pretend to. Come on, EST, 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 let's go. EST, let's roll it. Let's roll it, baby. Reaching for the sky. Gotta bust out the Cliff Burton wig. I should get something like a big curly hairband wig. That'd be awesome. All right. Hang in there. Resilience is a nice little support here. Hang in there. Test 1 fail, test 2 hold. Let's see if we can hopefully get another breakout. I'd like to see us break out from here to here. So what I'd like to see, you guys, is if we do break through bull zone bottom is a nice support for bullish wave. If we do break here, it's a straight shot to there. Break and test only. EST just goes to there. In and out. Trade number 1, trade number 2. Using 30 seconds, yep. New home sales coming out 30 seconds, guys. Hopefully, we should be good. Liquidity pockets typically hold. Without bad news, the market doesn't really crash out or die. Bum, bum, bum. New home sales coming out for May. A little volatility there on that bump. We've kind of been trending up in new home sales, which has been good despite inflation. I think a lot of people are seeing that interest rates aren't going to come down, or mortgage rates aren't coming down. So I think that people are kind of like, well, let me pull the trigger. It's now or never. And plus, it being the summer, this is the time to move if you want to move. So I think a lot of people are holding off, hoping we get to like 3%, 2% or whatever it used to be after COVID. I think people are realizing it's never going to be that low again. You're going to kind of start kind of a miss on the new home sales compared to expectations. We're down a little tiny bit, but it's kind of just noise. I don't think it's a sign of the times of the economy. Inflation is not too bad, but maybe a sign of the tariffs. You're a little more cautious, but I just think it's noise. I don't think it's going to move the market, to be honest, but probably mostly ignorable. All right, Monkey Paw song. We have to play the other song. I'll wait 5 minutes and play the other song in case we need another rescue. The song rescues the market. So we got one more we can play. This other one's pretty good. All right. This is that other one that we do. Hang in there. Hang in there.
Climb the mountain high pivot points.
Pal speaking too, yeah.
And out the peaks and joints. Resilience in the market sway. Find your path, don't delay. Rocket scooter takes the stage. Map the math whiz turns the page. Liquidity maps show the flow. Navigate the highs and lows. Rocket scooter gotta ride the wave. From the chaos find the brave.
Come on.
Blind monkey, swing the line. Grab your chance, it's trading time.
Getting bored with this trade, man. Come on, move.
HP leads the charge. In the chaos we enlarge.
That's not the best looking sign.
Strategies that never tire. Into
Give us that big giant green candle out of nowhere. Give us that green candle love.
mathematician, genius aim. Breaking through the market game. Rocket scooters cutting edge. Lead beyond the market's edge.
I hate the idea that it's trying to sell. Stocks are good. Market's good. Now again, it can fall to half gap, and that's kind of the scary part.
From the chaos.
So half gap is support with res greater than 0. If it doesn't hold the LP, should be fine. This is support on a quick dip. Probably the low of the day. If res is greater than 0.
Mathematician, genius aim. Breaking through the market game.
So if I dip to half gap, I'm gonna long for the day.
Cutting edge.
If there's a 50-point drop, that's about it. Res is good, bigger than 0, so that's good enough to hold.
Rocket scooter gotta ride the wave.
All right.
From the chaos find the brave. From the chaos find the brave. Blind monkey, swing the line. Grab your chance, it's trading time.
Hang in there. I'm still holding on. Should be okay there. Come on, hang in there, LP. Go. 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 Stop being boring. Stop being boring, market. Oh, I was gonna sneeze. And it come out. I hate that feeling. I'm just holding on there, right on the edge here. Get the run here, be nice. Kind of just like boring low consolidation here. Hang in there, baby. Give us the green. Just big old green. Come on. Out of nowhere. Give it to us. Come on. It's really fighting this LP right here. If it dips, I can scoop it back up. There's no problem. Watch the S&P real quick. Kind of the same little boat here. Trying to sell. Half gap support. Yep, hopefully so. Resilience is still greater than 0. Should be good. Should rally from here. Should be all right. Hang in here from half gap at least. Now we wait. Oh, I got a busy day today, man. I got like... got carpenter coming today to do some custom wall stuff in the house. I got Best Buy coming to set up my professional home audio stuff. I got a big ass TV, all kind of speakers, all kind of surround sound, this and that. Man, I got a house full of people today. Come on, baby. Let's go. Come on, LP. Hang in there. That's it. Boom, boom. Come on, hang in there. Really, there's nothing else. If it sells from here, half gap is support. Other than that, there's nothing else underneath it to catch it. It's like just like yesterday. All right. And half gap low a day. There, little dippy dip. My stop is going to be below 454 if we lose it, but everything looks good for the market to sustain inside of here. Just have one just in case it goes, and then I have the ability to like add to in case it dips. There's that second dip to half gap on S&P. All right. Indicators are still nice and solid. There's not a lot of evidence of any selling across the board. Things are looking pretty stable there. Let me double check some of the stocks though. Nvidia good, Apple good, Amazon good, Google good, Microsoft good, Meta good. Yeah, everything's pretty okay. Alright. Be unusual to see today sell off, but it can happen. I don't see any evidence of it though. Half gap should support on the S&P. Pick that's a carrot. So every single time, once, twice, bounce here, back in, I'm back on the long, bigger. I just have one just to scoop inside of this range. I might add one more at half gap. So I'm just holding one just to hold the drawdown. Keep my P&L tight on this one. Drawdown should be okay. Should I was a little over like a little under my target here. I was waiting to get another bump. All the way to the top. Res is still decent, and it's even ticking up on the Nasdaq, so it should be good. Should support here. Question is, do I want to add to it? Rocket scooter gonna ride the wave. Down. One more flush red candle. Just to screw with people to half gap overshoot, and then we should be good. Should be a solid pivot. Shouldn't be overshooting much. Quickie little dip. I might add to it. But I said I have one. The R&R is really good for a big run up. I'm not taking too much risk here. I might add to it one more time if we do get the full pivot at 454 on the connect, but we'll see. Blind monkey, swing the line. Tesla, I mean, I don't know where you're screaming Tesla. I know that Tesla's selling off, but Tesla doesn't really mean much, right? It's just one company. I know Tesla's selling off, but that doesn't really mean the entire index is going to sell off. Yeah. Market should absolutely hold from here. Spine half cap. Yep. Should be holding here. Okay. Yep. All right. Should inside of here swing up. What about Wells Fargo? Are you talking about the testifying? Are you watching that? Are you telling me to wait for Tesla to bounce? That's a signal? Oh, hold on. Oh, I thought you meant Tesla was selling off. There's no bounce point in Tesla today. Tesla just has like basically no support. Half gap on S&P, support there. Nasdaq, this should be it. This should be the rally. If there's a rally, it's from here. If it's not, market's going to sell. So this little kind of half gap pattern, positive res is good. This is where the market should hook up, like basically right in here. That's it. If we lose any of this, then I don't have any other plays today. Nasdaq has support essentially 120 points lower. S&P's got essentially, it's the same as yesterday. It's like this or nothing. Maybe might try to fill the gap, but we'll see. My guess with positive res is that low of the day is we don't break through this. So that's my setup for today. Blind monkey, swing the line. Brown, 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 brown. I'm a tough day here. We should be good though. Keep my position size small. Kind of hold through it. Apple's on the edge. Let's watch it. Kind of getting close, right? Apple is also limited with Apple Apple could bounce off a bull zone as well as support. So we should be okay. Yeah, breaking through MHP is that's kind of what probably gave it some downward momentum out the door. Apple's kind of stuck here in that same spot. You get breaking through MHP and hedge fish is kind of a rare event. What the heck? My light just turned off. Gonna hang on to this right here. Low of the day, in, out, boom, boom. Okay. Off to bed. See you later, bud. Where's my stop? Right before that, right below that line that I drew. So I got one contract, the ability to get one more, and then that's basically it. Well, actually, I still have an ES position as well. I grabbed one of each, so I'm actually technically long in two. I wanted to demonstrate the Nasdaq trade for you guys on the stream. So my stop is just we lose half cap, and I'm back in if we break into pocket. So I long at bear zone top, then I long at half cap. So basically both of these places are strong pivots. As long as the stocks are hanging in there, which they are. And I just kind of keep my position small so I can play and then play again. This was fun, but this is not fun. So gonna wait on this one. Watching VIX. VIX is tailing up just a little bit. Not too bad. It's a common setup. The market's just testing the highs again, or testing its desire to go higher. Do this every single time here on the break. Here to there. Half gap support. Res greater than 0. Probably low of day. Very rare. Would be the rarest thing to break through this and go. So my stop is on the other side of this. So I always stop out if the rare thing happens. So my stop is like this. So just a little bit of selling like this, and then that's what I want to see. Not a lot of bull momentum from here, but said. That's why I have my position small. This is always a small trade on the liquidity pocket side. If you look right here, the 1A setup, the open setup is always a small trade. So I always, the smallest thing, I don't go too heavy on this one. Here's half gap, second bounce on S&P. Kind of a similar setup. The S&P resilience is like supposed to hold right here. As it's trying to hold, this is good. Resilience is greater than 0, half gap is support. Should be all right. See that? See how it's trying to hook up? Right? I see that. Rocket's good, are gonna ride the wave. Bow, 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 bow. That's how it's trying to hold. So I just keep my contract small so I can survive all that drawdown. Nice and tiny. Come on, baby. Should be good. Liquidity pocket's a really strong position, so I'm going to kind of draw up here for you guys to see what the... Liquid markets are really tighty. They don't like to crash. So as long as you get back in the pocket, we should be good. See, somebody said your confidence in this market is astonishing. Well, thank you. I've been doing this for a long time. I kind of know what I'm doing in this kind of type of trading. Is pretty routine. You know, essentially market's trying to fight for liquidity pocket, which is good. Get that pocket right back in there. Let's trade roll, baby. Come on. See how it's trying to hold half gap? You see how it's trying to hold? This is what it's supposed to be doing. And again, you can see that I'm in the right frame of mind as just seeing now if the bears are going to overwhelm the bulls at this kind of half gap area. And honestly, I think half gap is more like here. Because I didn't really draw this in the right spot. I think half gap is more like there. Yeah, it's more like it. So now I'm back at the liquidity pocket at today's open. Today's open hopefully supports. Give me the big green candle here. Let her rip. Oh, let her rip, baby. Come on. Come on. Resilience is dropping hard. It doesn't matter if it's dropping or not. All it matters is above zero. That's all that matters. As long as resilience is above zero, it doesn't matter how fast it drops. As long as it's not falling below zero, we're good. And that's all I care to see. My position sizing, as you guys learned in yesterday's class, is the most important part of my decision making. The open trades are typically going to be small. We did have liquidity pocket, which is usually a heavier hit. S&P didn't have a liquidity pocket, so I decided to go small with it. Let her rip, tater chip. Trump talk, NATO talk. Tradeify just announced 7-day payout windows. Oh, nice. That was Brett's big announcement. Dang. They're really fighting. It's like it's a big space race in the straight to funded world. Well, now I think about it like this, right? Tradeify is like the kind of the king of the hill there. And now, you know, funded, what is it? Timu 1 came out. Now ETF has a direct to funded. Now Funded Next is about to have a direct to funded. Tradeify is trying to stay ahead of the curve to beat all these other companies. 7 days, awesome. That's really good. They're trying to stay king of the hill. A little bit extra selling pressure here. Come on. Don't sell off today, market. Don't break our hearts today. So I'm just betting that we hook inside of here and then move higher for the day. And if I'm wrong, I'm just wrong and I wait for a better opportunity. If the market does sell off, I get right back in at the same liquidity pocket break. This is your acceleration zone, this 22,500 level. This is support for the bigger move. So if I don't get it now, I'm just kind of overshooting it. We shouldn't be overshooting it because there's not a lot of volatility. This is a little scary. So I really wanted to get back above fast. Usually when there's no volatility and you're breaking your pivots like this, it's usually a sign it might sell. And I'm being very cautious with only one contract, which is okay. I can hold through it. If I drop down to 455 on 30 points, it's really like I'll be down like $800. Not big. Somebody says innovator die. Yep. All right, guys. We're going to do a giveaway today. Wow, about 900 people here. Cool. Thanks for tuning into our stream. We love you guys. All y'all being here every single morning. We're going to start doing, as soon as we get close to 1,000 viewers, or get to 1,000 viewers. 1,000 viewers, we'll start giving one extra Tradeify straight to funded account every day. Now they have 7-day payout windows. That's amazing. Very amazing. Y'all like the stream really quick? Let's get 500 likes going up. Don't forget when y'all come watch me on MyFunded TV right at 11:30. I think we gave away like 25 things 2 times last time. So these guys are giving away like 50 freaking codes every stream. There we go. Give me that green candle. What do you think? Who do you think you are, market? Get back in the pocket. Get back in there. Liquidity pockets are one of our favorite trades. Bread and butter setups on Rocket Scooter. Really tight. Hopefully it hangs in there. NASDAQ has one. I'll show you what they look like. Your liquidity map will be on the side of the screen. You click the LM button. I will show you on the liquidity map. If I click the words here, it shows up. Liquidity pocket right here. Bear zone top to bull zone bottom. Just trading through the space. It's my bread and butter trade. It's one of my favorite trades. I've been actually holding just because we're right on the edge. QQQ starts off the day at liquidity pocket, and as strong as it is, it 1, 2, right? It moved through it twice. I trade through it every single time, just like this. If we reclaim this area, then that's good. And hopefully, remember, we take the bull zone bottom. This is why it's drawn like this. I always get in and get out, get in, get out, get in, get out. I decided to hold this time just to kind of be a little more aggressive on this rather than get in, close, get in, close. What you normally do is you wait for it to break and then come through like an hour or so later and then test, and then I take the run. So you see how I always draw number 2 like this because we don't ever hold through it. It's very common to exit trades at that 543 level, which is equivalently about 550. So EST setup, low of the day, half gap, resilience greater than 0, half gap support. This is textbook rocket scooter stuff. Clean, simple. Not too crazy volatile. We should be good. The market is trying to sell, but most of the big Mag 7 are holding, so should be all right. Trying to replicate yesterday's run. Yeah, and I think we do. We just had a little bit more selling pressure than I thought. I was trying to replicate yesterday's. LPs are really solid. Liquid markets don't really crash. So the evidence that we teach you guys that liquid markets don't crash, liquidity pockets have a hard time selling. As you see, it's having a hard time selling. Even though there is some selling pressure, and it could sell off. You can see that for the last hour, it's been fighting not to, right? That's how strong our signals are, liquidity pockets. And again, if it just sells off, that's just the nature of the random market. But you guys can all see, right? Liquidity pocket, it's having a hard time trying to sell. And if it ends up winning, then, you know, it can fall pretty hard. But it takes a while for it to happen. It doesn't just crash out. And usually the selling just kind of like bottoms out and then we hold. Which I have low of the day here. If it breaks this half gap, I'm just out for the day. If you're wrong, you're right. If you're wrong at the right area. That's all that matters. If you're wrong at the right place. Keep your losses small. Look, my Nasdaq's been up or down $300-400. Give or take. Rocket scooter gonna ride the wave. Now's the time we juice it up. Watch should be like one more red candle wick and then it turns green. Just to prove the bull side. Pivot points. Pow, pow. The end size from the boot camp is a rule of thumb for you to decide what a normal trade for you is. You have to decide what you're comfortable with losing when you trade. N is a way you decide, Gluey, on your own. I can't tell you how much to trade, how much to risk. Every person's different. Somebody says, well, give me a rule of thumb. Well, rule of thumb is how much you're willing to lose in a single day. If you lost that 5 days in a row, if at the end of the week you feel sick to your stomach, like you're physically sick, like you feel nauseous, like that was too much money. Your normal trade should never be to a degree that after a week of losing, you're physically altered.
MHP leads the charge.
I just thought you know you're trading too much.
In the chaos we enlarge. Strategies that never tire. Into orbit we aspire.
I mean, you have to decide what's your normal trading loss is. My rule of thumb is that you're not going to lose 5 days in a row. That would be very hard to do that. Even trying to lose 5 days in a row, you'll win a couple in there. So if you lose every day for a week, you're physically going to be altered. Like, you're going to come back on Monday feeling weird, nervous, scared to trade, right? So the idea is you want to keep your loss small enough that if you have like 5 consecutive days of losing, you're like, that's okay. And that's the size you should be trading with so that you're not emotionally scarred from it. That's a rule of thumb if you don't have a better rule. Worst case scenario, nobody's going to lose 5 days in a row. I mean, that's rare. Even if you try to lose 5 days in a row, you're bound to accidentally win one day. I mean, the market has one green day for every red day. So if you pick the one side, if you're always trading long, it'd be rare for you to have your long trades fail 5 days in a row. So that's why it's a good rule of thumb. Now, if you try to flip-flop and you just get on the wrong cycling, like you long, short on the wrong cycle, you can lose 5 days in a row. But theoretically, if say that you're in a bull market and you want to long every day, you're not going to get 5 red days in a row. The rarest of the rare. So the thing is that you're going to use that as a boundary condition to decide how much you're willing to trade, because you know that it's likely not to happen. So the worst case scenario, as long as you're comfortable with how much you've lost in the worst case scenario, it's a good gauge that you're trading the right size. Well, that makes sense. Music is a bit loud. Well, yeah, the market needs to hear the song so that it rallies. 10 days in a row is your record. Yeah, so like sometimes you will go on losing streaks. That's just part of the game, you know. Come on. But I tell people, you know, they're like, how much should I trade or how much can I invest? I mean, it's a personal question. There's really no right answer to that. But the real control you have is how much you're willing to lose. It's a comfort level. In trader funding programs, it's different. In trader funding programs, they literally give you losing parameters that you can't fall behind. So you have to navigate inside of their realm. But in your own personal account, nobody gives you any parameters. Futures, you have the ability to blow it up in a single day. In a single trade, in a single 5 minutes, you can blow it all up. So the rule of thumb for what I like to call the kick in the stomach rule is for your own futures account. That way you know what you're comfortable with losing. For some people, they're like, whatever, I can lose it all, I don't care. Well, then that's your answer, right? You're you and you have your own answer. Other people are like more cautious with money. You have to decide and define what is your comfort zone there. In trader funding programs, I gave you guys position sizing criteria. I'm following it today, right? I'm just taking one NASDAQ contract. I'm not really going too high. I don't have, 1A setups off the open. Even though there is a liquidity pocket, still says small. So I still trade small. It's my one contract small. 5 micros and one contract is pretty normal for a small. Okay, break. If break and test. Break and test. BNT. So trade number 1 is a liquidity pocket. We should be okay. Hopefully this gets the burp. Blind monkey, swing the line. Bow, 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 bow. Very rare to see us hugging underneath liquidity pocket. Let's get some momentum picking up here. Res is selling Res is down just a little bit, but still hanging in there. We should be good. We should be good. Gains are never fast enough. Losses are always too fast. Yep. That's the roll. Oh, now we're going green. Come on. Hang in there. Hang in there. Come on. Little tail up on res here. That's good. Another stock moved up. It's a little... As I told you guys yesterday, the oscillation, right? Up and down 40 points on NASDAQ. Up and down 10 points in NASDAQ in a normal market. Here it is in practice, right? 475. 505. That's 30 points. See how it's oscillating within like 40 points of range? On a tick chart, here's the bigger one. 64 to 500. There's 40 points. You see how NASDAQ is oscillating 40 points of range? It's kind of like that kind of mic drop moment yesterday. All the ups and downs, 40 points. 516 to 480. There's 40 points. You guys see how cool that is, right? That's that kind of harmonic oscillation that happens that you're trying to survive. S&P is going to be 10 points through the little waves here. Right? So it all kind of works out. It's kind of neat to see in practice. Here's S&P's actually, all its moves are within 10 points as well. 60-60 to 60-50. You see that? Under normal volatility conditions, which we do have, you're going to see that's kind of the noise of the market. Don't trust 10-point, 40-point moves in either. That's just noise. That's just the span of the range is trying to find liquidity in. Looking for buyers, looking for sellers, looking for buyers, looking for sellers. Every random buy and sell, the market's going to move that distance to try to catch the other side. As it's just holding the fort, as stocks are sort of holding the fort, futures are oscillating around it. And so people might get trapped in trying to short this. But in reality, resilience is telling you that the stock market is still supporting from here. So we're just sort of like playing in the range of noise. Market's flat from the open with stocks gapping and going, which is this white line over here. So it's almost like very, very low probability that we sell off today with the stocks in a gap and go situation and not selling off. Very likely we hold. My position size is small enough to hold through the chop without stopping. Do you guys, who here, market magic, who here sized down today when we started trading after yesterday? Like you're trading smaller. You may have been executing it, whether you're long or shorting or anything today. You might realize that, hey, I'm not really up or down that much. I'm kind of just still in the trade. I would have normally got stopped out, blah, 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 blah. Well, I know you guys are degens, but that's okay. I love my degen friends here. Somebody says they're astonished by my confidence in the market. Yep, well, liquid markets don't crash. You have a whole class called liquid markets don't crash. You're gonna love it. It literally is, it's another mind-blowing class. Liquid markets don't crash. They don't. They don't. They don't. It's the like ultra rare. Liquid markets stay put. Now we're just bored. Now we wait. They can stop you out. Yeah, they can. They can. But monkey swing the line. Brown, 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 brown. Ah, I love liquidity pockets. When I tell you guys, the song worked. It was just a delayed effect. Ah, it's a good day. Good day. Yeah, Brett just dropped 3 days on payout cycles. That's crazy. So by the way, guys, if you do use Tradeify, they donate. We give away 35 Tradeify accounts every month. They donate 15, and I usually go buy additional 20. Every time the stream gets to a target, I go buy more. When we get to 1,000, I'll buy 20 more. It's one of our biggest giveaways that we do. Tradeify, I love these guys. That's why I'm trading on stream right now. 7-day payout windows is fantastic. I wonder if that automatically qualifies. So my accounts might already, maybe I'll log into the dashboard and be ready for a payout now. Let me see if it's already reflecting on the dashboard. When does it go into effect? Oh, is there a big change this weekend or what? Oh shit, it's already updated. It's already there. Okay. Very cool. I love it. It's already there. Your 3 micros will work for you. LOL. Come on, liquidity pocket. Let's hang in there, baby. It's so dumb today. The idea that it hasn't picked up a lot of steam from here. I'm curious where the resistance is. Is it Apple? I know Apple was below MHP, so that is where that resistance is. No, Apple broke through MHP a second time. Well, hello, we got the Mag 7 moving. I don't know why I didn't have Tesla on here. Nvidia's good. Apple's good. Amazon good. Google great. Microsoft great. Meta great. Tesla womp womp. One monkey swing. Oh, doing it again, man. Why does market hate us today? Hang in there. See how like it's trying to hold and now it's finally starting to kind of like fight it. This is kind of the cool part. If the market just overruns by selling, you can see how we're watching it at the same level, but at least if I'm wrong at the right place, right? We all can agree that this is where that market is finding liquidity. There's buyers here, buyers here, buyers here. Liquid markets don't crash, i.e. I know there's a lot of bears trying to short this and the market's just having a hard time selling. If it ultimately the sellers overrun the buyers, then it can sell off. I mean, I have a small position. We can see it from a mile away. That's the sell-off point, is losing this half gap that should be holding. And I keep my position small enough just to kind of hold through the noise. This kind of reversal right here, again, that's kind of shocking. I don't like that as much. I'm not going to lie. The idea that it's failing to find the bull zone while it's liquid, it does mean that there is some selling pressure. That's a lot, but with the Mag 7 all looking good and resilience looking good, I'm not scared of it. I'm okay with this. Should be all right. It's going up. Just hold it. Hold the forts. Hold, ready? Pal speaking, yeah. I can always cut. Man, the idea that wonder what sectors are pulling off lower. Let me see. Which ones is it? So the funny thing is that it's like a lot of the stocks are down, a lot of down, the tech is up. Comms are up. So your Mag 7 comms and tech, essentially you're going to have holding, basically what is holding the market up. So a lot of other things are selling. Meta, Alphabet, Netflix. calm side. Technology good. Yeah, it's kind of funny that everything is trying to sell and your Mag 7 are holding it up. It's enough market cap to keep it from crashing. So you want to see how powerful those stocks are? Again. It's crazy to see every sector with a little bit of profit taking today. Most things are down 1-something%. How do I determine if markets are liquid or not? Liquidity pockets, the option structure. So in this particular example, when you have bear and bull zone together, this is a stable, flat, liquid price. When you have bulls and bears in close proximity, i.e. we call them liquidity pockets, it's stable. It's not bullish, it's not bearish, it's just stable. And then I take the bull side from the stability because we bet the markets go up when markets are stable. We don't bet that when markets are stable, they just suddenly crash out. They can, but it's very rare. Typically stable markets just inflate higher. So market is liquid here, market is liquid here. So even if the market were to dump today, NASDAQ has very strong support. That's an A+ setup again. If it doesn't pick up a rally from here, if it dives, it'll pick up a rally from there. So essentially the question is, which one do I want? A one contract on this one. If I fail, I'll hit it again down here and I'll win. I'll win big. So I got small trade here just to see if it goes, and if it breaks, take the bull run. With all the sectors down, it may not get that strength today. But even so, if we fail liquidity here, and the market finally gets overrun from sellers hours later, it takes that long because liquid markets are literally that stable, and it does fall. Unlikely, because resilience is positive, that we do lose that. And we shouldn't overshoot this liquidity pocket so much either, because VIX is less than triple B. So there isn't a lot of volatility either. The market should be stable and liquid. So VIX is telling me market's liquid as well. Liquidity pocket tells me market's liquid from here. We shouldn't be chopping and overshooting big range. We just should be sort of like hugging this pivot tight. If it falls, then I can just get out of the way and then let it crash down into there and then scoop it right back up. So when I see two pockets, tell myself I got A+ there, A+ here. I don't try to fade or short it. If today's the 1 out of 10 days it does fall from pocket to pocket like that, then it happens. But I can take a small loss here, $500,000 each account, and then make it all back there. So I trade both of them as possibilities. So I park a small contract here to start it off. You guys can see how the market is holding, even though it's not really rallying. It's not really crashing either. That's the sign of liquidity pocket. Liquid. It's just sort of like hanging in there. I mean, we barely moved 10 NASDAQ points off the close. Okay. I mean, off the open. S&P has barely moved 53 off the open. Can I tell you that this is just flat liquid noise that's predictable? The market's more likely to go up than down, but I'll be out of the way if it goes down. But let me see if I can't look on Twitter, and I bet you there's a bunch of people saying price action is shit, blah, blah, blah. This is so predictable today. If I'm wrong at the right spot, which is totally fine. Let's go see what's going on social media. Seven trading days for Tradeify. That's good. Oh, wait. Let me do who I'm following, not the recommended. Let's see if anybody's like. All I see is drama about patent Tradeify. Okay. The $1 million question: if you're stuck on a 10-hour flight. Oh yeah. So who would you sit by if you were stuck on a 10-hour flight? on the plane. So have a look. Let's show you who some of the people are on the flight. I don't have the chart on my screen, but I'm watching it. I know my P&L. I can know exactly how far it's going. 22,500 is where we are. So as you see, let's go back the list. Here's Sage and Scott Tracy. I think the only person that's going to sit in 1A, this seat is reserved for Hitler himself. Oh my God. Almost like Brett, Linda Ratchke, Minx, Pat. I can't see who some of these people are. There's Matt. T-Trades. It's so small. Oh yeah, this is where I am. And this is the Apex denial emails. So these are the... this is like Apex denial. So I'm sitting behind the complaint area. I don't know who have... Oh, this is... what's his face? This is the guy that owns Funded Pips. I forgot his name. There's Leah, Nancy Pelosi. Here's your top step crew. I don't think anybody wants to sit there either. Rips and Brian. I would sit, if I had to choose, I'd sit here, Rips and Brian. I'd sit here next to Tyler. I'd sit between ICT and Trader Cap. Sure, why not? Maybe 3B is probably the coolest seat of them all. Just because you'd have like an interesting batch of people to talk to, right? So I would say if I were to pick a seat of anyone I'd want to talk to on the plane, it could talk to Mike, Brian, Rips, and Jade Cap. This is probably the better seat to chat with to have like enough cool people around you to have enough interesting conversations there. 6B would also be pretty cool because you got Uncle Bugatti, you got Mona, and you got Tyler. Mona's cool. I've met her in person a couple of times. She's pretty cool. 8B, you want to sit next to I call them the twins, Lumi and Tanya. It's like they're identical. They look the same, look very similar. That'd be fun. And you got Peter Brandt. This would actually 8B is probably one of the better seats too. The conversations you would have with Lumi, Tanya, Uncle Bugatti, and Peter Brandt, that'd be kind of fun. You would have like these two guys would hate each other. Absolutely. This is like Peter hates prop firms, like hates them. And I've talked to Peter a bunch. Peter and I are pretty cool. Uncle Bugatti loves prop firms. So that would be a fun seat to sit in. We can sit next to Terry. This would be kind of cool. Terry and Tori right next to each other. Look at that. No, I don't like her. I wouldn't want to sit next to her. And then you got Riz back here. I can't see. This is too small. I can't even see who half these people are. All right. Let me make this bigger. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's Casper. Oh, that's Dodgy. Okay, I need to see. These things are so small. I don't know who these guys are. I don't know who that is. So, yeah, I think 12C would be like one of the worst seats to sit in because you got like Tori. No offense, but I can't stand her. Dodgy. Yeah. Cool guy, but he's getting a lot of heat. I don't know. Nancy Pelosi. Khaled. I don't know these guys. 10A. I think sitting by me would be the worst because you're sitting next to the Apex denial emails. So avoid this. Oh, there's Ash. Okay, so Ash trades, Matt Leach, Daryl Martin. Okay. 7B would be a great seat to sit between. You get some you can overhear Pat and his girlfriend. You can overhear Pat and Minx do not like each other. Well, Minx probably likes Pat, but Pat doesn't like her. And then Pat will probably be talking shit to Daryl and Matt. And then 7B, you can hang out with Ash. Ash is pretty cool. And listen to all of them talk. Pat hates Kellyanne as well. Pat now hates Brett Simba. That would be kind of fun. So if I had to choose, I probably would sit right here or right here. I might sit in 4B so that Minx, Linda, and I can just overhear all the drama. That'd be hilarious. So that's the seat I would pick. I would pick 4B. right in front of Pat. I just loved it. I'd love to be in the middle of all of it. And Meeks and I can just listen to them all talk shit. There's unfolding drama right now between Pat and J Dunn got into a scuffle over the Danny thing. They were like threatening Pat. They sent he got swatted at his business, like a SWAT team comes up and holds guns in your face and stuff. Or he got swatted at his house actually. And Pat always accused J Dunn and Danny of being behind it because it was in the middle of Pat calling them out. And so they got kind of like yelling, screaming match at each other. Pat basically destroyed Funded Futures family's reputation. And then him and J Dunn and Danny were like yelling at each other online for a while. And they kind of don't like each other. And so when Brett Simba brought J Dunn on the Tradeify show today, Pat's now dropped his support for Tradeify. That's basically what it is, because J Dunn's on their show today. Pat made it very clear years ago or months ago that anybody that supports J Dunn or Futures family or Danny, Pat would cease working with them immediately. So he said that back in the day. Why don't I like Tori? Oh God, you got time? I'm just kidding. I don't hate her. I just think she's fake. All right, now we're starting to kind of lose resilience. It's going negative. All right, I could probably just close this out. Let me negative res on NASDAQ. All right, let me trim that and we call it. All right, I close the position out. Res is negative for a hot minute. I'll get right back in if we jump back in here. So see how I was like basically wrong from the right place? My loss is small. I kind of gave up. Res is now negative. I can walk away. The execution of being wrong at the right place is minimum loss. You see that? So I'm not like I longed here or longed here or longed here. The idea that the liquidity pocket that's trying to hold is now kind of starting to fail as the stocks are starting to catch up. Now I have a warning sign to get out of the way. Negative res could fill the gap. And look at this. I got out right here. Oh, I'm still in my ES trade. Oh, shit. Oh, you're right. Thanks for letting me know. Thank you for letting me know. Well, ES doesn't move that quickly. I love that you guys pay attention. Alrighty. All right, let me trim the ES as well. Thank you for letting me know. Now we wait. Wait for another opportunity. We see how, like, basically, even with the losing trade, it's managed, it's small, I'm out of the way at the right time. Once you get better at this, you're going to have that same mentality. Keep it nice, keep it small. I think you guys reminded me about the ES. I forgot about it. And now I'm out of the way at the right time. Yeah, I get it. I got the evidence. Just resilience went negative. Now I'm walking away. Pretty clean, pretty simple. Now we're going to wait for a second opportunity. It can very much try to rescue itself, but back inside liquidity pocket, I'm going to take it one more time. Here, if conditions improve and we're here, now I want to see when we hit the pocket if resilience is better than the last couple of times. It's deteriorating. So here, I want to see better res. Better, that shows that I have more stock supporting. Only. I want to see res better. Liquidity pocket on the break, I'll chase to there. Then on the break, I'll chase to there. Until then, 1, 2, until then, sit out. Now I'm going to wait, all right? Let's wait for conditions to get better. And now you guys get to see how if a trade doesn't go my way, the execution was good. Actually, some of my trades are up from the first go, and then some of them are down. So I'll be right back. Actually, I'm going to go to the restroom really quick. I'll be right back in like 2 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Super quick. So guys, don't forget today, Tradeify has lowered its payout window on a straight to funded by 7 to 7 days from 10. They had payout windows for a while, or a payout schedule. They got rid of the schedule. Then they made it you just need to trade for 10 days. Now they made it you just need to trade for 7. Tradeify straight to funded is claiming they've claimed the spot as the top straight to funded account there is, period, and they just made it better. Time in market is your biggest concern as a trader. Now, the 10 days doesn't even matter. 10 days to 7 days doesn't really matter because most people will get the profit in 5 days or so and just flip it the next couple of days. So while it isn't that big of a deal, it's still cool to get your payouts faster. If you can get your payout target in 5 days, you don't got to wait you don't got to flip the account for 5 days to get it, right? All right, we'll do giveaway in just a little bit, you guys. Thank you guys for yelling at me. Y'all like, yo, you're still at ES. I had absolutely forgot about it. I wasn't even paying attention. And my DOMs up here, I mean, my account thing up here was covered up, so I didn't see it. Might be kind of obvious, but is monthly maps just overlaid to the daily for liquidity maps? No, it's a different calculation. Each individual account or each individual expiration date on monthly maps is calculated based on that particular day's expiration and that particular day's OI. You don't just like squish them together to create the current map for today. The current map for today is all of this adjusted for today. These options are adjusted for today for their risk. The further out in time, the risk is less than closer up. So there's like a weighing effect, like further out in time, and out of an in the money call that's near term versus further out term will have more hedging due to the time effect. So you take everything like this is a slinky that's stretched out, you compress it, but you also have to do the math to adjust them all for today, and then you get your map. Yeah. What's it? Like, what do you mean, where is gamma? It's about where is monthly hedge pressure is way down here. And weekly hedge pressure is here. So this is weekly options. This is monthly options. We got both of them pretty decent on the positive side of gamma. But yeah, so Tradeify, we get 30% off with those guys. And honestly, the more you guys keep using the code, they keep giving us more accounts to give away. Speaking of, let's do a giveaway. Let me figure out who I'm going to do. We're almost at 1,000 again. It's so nice to see us so close. Oh. To celebrate, okay, we have... Cool. We're gonna ride the wave. Bam, 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 bam. How many trading days do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Maybe today I've got, let's do Tradeify today. Let's do take profit tomorrow. Maybe Tradeify if we get to 1,000. Fund it next. Futures desk. Oh, you know, I didn't even. We haven't done futures desk. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to dedicate Thursday to them and do a big giveaway for those guys. And then next Monday we'll do Bonanza, which is like a ton of giveaways. All right. It's Tradeify today. But we'll do one growth and one advanced. How about that? One of each. So today, opening liquidity pocket, you know, as the market is trying to hold, it has failed. Now we fill the gap. That's probably what we'll see. There's possible support in the gap fill. And Pickle is barking, so we might. My the Best Buy guys are coming over. They're installing this big, massive home audio system. Finally, after we've moved in December, now we're finally like beefing up the house. I got like this ballin' like subwoofer, amplifier, receiver, like in-wall speakers. This subwoofer is huge. Two 12-inch speakers. Like, the neighbors on the fucking block over are gonna be mad at me. Okay, what the hell's going on over there? What's at the bottom of the gap? You can't see. Wait, what? The number you've got? Oh, this is just yesterday's close, basically. So now what I'm waiting for is the gap to fill. From here, there is nothing nearby as far as like tradability, and a lot of the sectors are trading down, which is kind of cool, right? I'm wrong from the right place with a small position. I'm totally fine. Inside of here, bulls on bottom, bears on top is A plus setup if the market flushes to there. Oh my God, Brandy had a field day. Easy trade off of that. In the middle, this no man's land, just kind of sit out and see if the market does want to kind of pull back. S&P finally did fill its gap. This could be that support on S&P, so we'll see. I'll just wait for that. I think we should be all right. If resilience is positive, I can long at the gap fill as like a B setup. Yeah. So down inside of here, what I look for is S&P resilience is negative, so we're filling the gap. That's exactly what started happening, kind of like mid-stride. I closed out here before this happened. And now if things get slightly better, it can be a long entry from here. That does improve. So we need to see some stocks picking up some steam. So now half gap is resistance. The polarity has shifted right here. Like when I jumped out of the way, you guys saw me when I closed out my position here. Now this is resistance. Support became resistance the moment this crossed zero. So now I'm just sitting out and waiting for something to get better. And this is basically what it is. You know, you can't get every trade right or wrong, but at least I'm wrong for the right place. My loss is really small. You know what I mean? That's kind of like the goal. And if you guys love using prop firms, make sure you use our code. We're doing a couple of neat things. At the end of this month, we do a giveaway for lifetime every month. If you spend at least $1,000 with Rocket Scooter's code at any prop firm partner, if you spend at least $1,000 in the course of the month, you can enter to win free lifetime. It's a $4,000 prize here. Somebody thinks NQ going to 435 to 420. Wait, 435 to 420. Oh, NQ. I was like QQQ. I was like, oh boy, that's I was like, if that was QQQ to 435, then hold on to your hat. That's far right. So 435 NASDAQ. My bad. What's up, Kwong? How's it going, dude? I'm doing fine. So if NASDAQ fills its gap, yeah, this can be a potential play for a gap fill long. And it's not necessarily an A setup with negative res. You're kind of just betting that resilience gets better. But for now, as you see, liquidity pockets, like liquid markets, don't crash. It takes a while for them to sell a little bit. And the market fought it off over and over and over and over again for like an hour, and then it fell. That's all stronger liquidity pockets. I know, again, the random market is random. People are trying to sell, but the liquidity held it for the longest time. It's not like it just opened and started dumping. That's the confidence I have in liquidity pocket. And the fact that I had my entries right here on the edge means I just lost small. You know, not that big of a deal. I closed out. One trade was down 300. The ES I had open was down 100, right? And that's kind of the confidence I have in the market. And now it's a no man's land. I'm avoiding whatever's going on here. If the market crashes out, I've taken zero loss. And now I got my other bull setups down here below to kind of take a stab at this. Is market bearish? Absolutely not. The market bullish? Oh, hell yeah. So I've got A+ setups down in here. I'd love for NASDAQ to fall another 120 points. 160 points. Oh my God, I'd scoop that up in a heartbeat. Fell to here, that's a 10K day. So now I wait, right? Instead of picking up pennies in front of a steamroller, as my buddy Keith used to say, I don't necessarily just jump in and just care to take every little movement in the market. Let me say we're in no man's land, right? So now you guys understand that trading is not about winning every trade. It's about how you handle it. I took a loss that was small, which is fine. I will get back in on the break of liquidity pocket, bear zone top. I'm in right here. If we fall all the way down to bear zone top, bull zone bottom, which is down here, I'm also in. Inside of here, I'm out. So let me just say that I didn't get the trade I wanted. Now I'm going to wait. And this is that we teach you guys the strategic avoidance portion of boot camp. I'm out because analyze what we have. Resilience is fighting to stay above zero. So if res is above zero, this is favorable. If res is less than zero, it's down here. So now we're fighting to fill the gap. QQQ closed here today, open here today, and now some of the stocks are losing steam. NASDAQ is holding the fort because today, if you look at the sectors, it's just tech and telecom holding the market up. You guys see, essentially the MAG 7 is all that's good and everything else is kind of meh. Now, communication services started selling off again, and that's why we pulled back. The one thing holding up, Apple and everything else, started pulling out. Everything else is red with the exception of a couple of techs. So this market was opening very strongly bullish, and now there's just a little bit of selling pressure. And now I'm safely on the sidelines. And you guys can see as traders, you're making those decisions left and right. It's not trading patterns. It's not bull flags and bear flags and breakouts, this and that. You're actually analyzing why the index moves to begin with. Now we've lost the stocks. Now the majority of stocks have filled their gaps that way. So because of that, now I can just chill and wait. Right? So with res being negative on S&P, the S&P is likely to fill its gap to the downside, which we can go on the S&P and you can see it has happened right there. Right? And so now there is a B setup for somebody if one were to bet that the market does become bullish from here. There is a possible B setup to trade just off of the gap fill alone. Like we filled the gap and now it's time to rally. Now, just to demonstrate that trade, because res is right on the edge and NASDAQ is positive, let me go ahead and try to take a long on that just for funsies. Just with one contract S&P, there's not much underneath this other than I can take a 10-point arbitrary stop, be $500 if I'm wrong. It's not the best setup, but what I am betting on now is speculating that maybe stocks might catch a bid here because res is now even at zero. It's not like it's negative 20. It's kind of like right on the edge, and I can hope that the stocks pick up a bid there. That's kind of like where we are now. And we'll see. And again, this is just betting that if res stays positive, which it looks like it just flipped positive, then we end up moving there. Now let's see if any of the good stocks caught a bid. This is the B setup. It's not the strongest probability, but this is just redistribution zone scalping. It's a technique I teach. It's not the highest probable thing, but it is a pivot and it can be taken if res is greater than zero. Just to trade that we fill the gap or go back to the other side of the open. So negative res had us fill the gap. If res gets positive again, it's a trade at least a half gap. If at the middle res is greater than zero, it can go up and fill the gap again and then enter back into the trade I wanted. So resilient scalping is fun. Again, look, there's a little $100 on that trade. Yippee-ki-yay. I'll take it. You know what I mean? I jumped in and we're back at half gap again. Res is now positive. So what this was doing was taking a bet when res was right at zero and slightly below and betting that res went positive just because the market's so bullish. And now I've got the confluence that res is now positive again. Half gap could be a support zone to go up and fill the gap one more time. So there's a nice little scalp on that. See how it's positive gains so far, $100. This account just barely like trading anything. Do 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 do. I don't know when this carpenter's going to be here or when this Best Buy guy is going to be here. About to have a house full of people. Let me pull up the old giveaway here. So what we'll be doing today is I've got like all my stereo, like movie theater home system equipment being installed today, finally. And we have carpenters coming out, going to build out custom stuff like all throughout the house. Like custom wall, shelving, decor. Like we might get this like giant wooden slat wall with shelves with a fireplace with a TV on it. We're gonna be building like custom movie theater stuff, like a snack bar over here and everything. And we're gonna have them give us a giant quote. So I'm sure all of this is gonna cost me fucking 50 grand. I hear that these custom things are expensive. Not happy about spending money, but I do like getting new stuff sometimes. And we haven't decked out this house. It's still like white walls. The only thing that looks cool is each one of our offices. And we finally started building out our kitchen and living room with like furniture. For a while, we were like we were eating on the floor because we didn't have a table. Have you guys all over for a huge party? Oh, hell yeah. All right. So while I did close out for the gap fill, I am maybe taking a B setup because res is now positive. We're at the bottom of the gap. This is a sign that we go right back up to here, which will enter liquidity pocket, which will go up to there. So if we get the tandem trade on this, now that resiliences are positive, it means the stocks have found a bid. And now what I'm going to do is now I'm long from here, which will go into liquidity pocket, which will go up to the top. Now the trade from half gap with positive res goes about a 1.5 to 1 setup. The setup is actually really good from here. This goes into LP, which I trade every single time, which means I hold through the gap fill. So instead of closing at the gap fill, if res is positive from here, I hold through it. So this is pretty normal in a bull market. In bull markets, a lot of times you might take an initial loss off of that initial selling, but here is a long entry to there, which is a hold through to there. Okay. So from here, 455 to 544, about 90 points of the 40 point stop. So that's actually a 2.25 to 1 trade. So the R&R is really good from here now. And the confluence is that we want resilience to be greater than 0, which means that the index pivots this way rather than this way. And my stop would just be 40 points below on NASDAQ. I proxy trading it on S&P on the gap fill, but NASDAQ is the same play. So it looks good now, right? $50K is a week's worth of work. For you or for me? You guys ready to spin the wheel? You guys remember I have 17 revenue streams, so some of them are 50K a day. All right, ready? Just depends. Gonna spin the wheel. All right. Or a combination of them. Where's my music? I really don't talk a lot about how much money I make. I notice a lot of people that do well in life don't like to tell you how well they do. It's pretty common. People that do try to brag about how much they make probably don't really make a lot. Like a little posturing there. All right, spin the wheel. I notice like my super wealthy friends never talk about it. Okay, we're gonna do away 2 Tradeify accounts. 1 growth, 1 advanced. Winner number 1, Tradeify Advanced account. Shiva, MBSK FX. You have a minute to type something in chat. Type. Wait, I don't think I spun around in my chair. That's the tradition. Hold on. All right. Winner number 1, you get Tradeify Advance. Winner number 2, Tradeify Growth. One of each. The Advance is great. It's a starting point, trailing drawdown. It's very similar to Apex. It's gonna be better. I think it's better. The growth is very much similar to my funded futures, end of the day drawdown accounts. 35% consistency roll. It's pretty good. Oh, here we go. Hold on, let me pay attention. Quick FU candle here off a half gap. Let's see. Hold on, glass is gone. Get serious here. What's going on here? All right. Lambo Raw, what's up, man? Congrats, bro. Congrats, my dude. A little quick fleshy candle there. Let's double check S&P. S&P losing its open spot. Dropping a hedge pressure. Just a flush candle. That could support the market here. But let's see what happens. Something dumped today. That initial stab res went negative again. So let's see what's going on here. Congrats, guys. All right. Hold on tight. Let's wait for see what's going on with this market. Who is dying? Amazon is right on the edge. That's one of them. Microsoft. No, it was Amazon and Meta. Okay, so Amazon and Meta are just kind of losing a little bit of steam. Not too bad. This is a little scary though. And that flush. Hopefully that flush is okay. That moved pretty quick. But yeah, it's weird to see the market getting as much selling pressure it is from here. Things open up pretty solid today. I don't know if it's just because Powell talking kind of spooked people or what. Hopefully should be all right. Congrats to the 2 winners, you guys. How's that 1K at prop firms tracked? Oh, you track it. So, and we just check with them. So basically, if you win, we tell you to provide, you know, the receipts and stuff, and then we just check. And if you lied, you're disqualified. Oh, if you lie, we also ban you from Rocket Scooter, so for wasting our time. So you got to keep track of your own spending. Basically, if you just paid $1,000 using our code, that's it for the month. It's like the honor system, but we do check. I mean, if you guys, the wheel spins your name, it's not like you're going to sneak in the prize. We just go ask, Take Profit or whoever, hey, did this guy spend $1,000? And they'll go, yup. Okay. Winner. So you track on your own to make sure you enter, but we had a dude say, hey man, oh, I didn't meet the criteria, but can I get lifetime anyways? I was like, actually, I'm giving you a lifetime ban. And I refunded his money, Rocket Scooter, and kicked him out forever. Not because he entered the contest accidentally, but because he won and didn't say, oh, my bad, I messed up, my bad, I lost track. I'd be mad, but I'd be like, okay. But it was like, hey, can I have it anyways? I was like, all right, goodbye forever. That's pretty brutal, right? But hey, you know, can I have it anyways? No, that's not the kind of person I want in my community. That's the kind of person that's going to come here, fucking do stupid shit, blow up their accounts and go out there and complain on social media that we suck or something. People like that are just idiots. So, bye. So basically, we just do the drawing at the last day of the month, or the first day of the new month. Sorry. And if you just know that you've spent $1,000 total over the course of the previous month, it's like we do that as a prize to give away to people who might have been down on their luck, right? If you've lost a lot or blown up a lot or a bad month or something, then it's like, hey, here's a prize for all the people that are down on their luck, and give you a free rocket scooter lifetime membership as a prize. So we've done that a lot. And we do that every month. Greed is good, right? How you enter the contest, you just put your name in the spinny wheel like you normally do. So when we announce the contest, you just type, whatever it is in chat when we do it, and make sure you know that you met the criteria. So when you win, we tell you show us your receipts or whatever. But then we always double check, and the prop firm will just let us know yes or no. What's up, Jay, man? Good to see you, bud. Is the Hulk giving away a taco meat? The prize. Well. I get the 1 month trial. Eastor, you go to here. Slap that like. Are the giveaways now requiring? No. This is a lifetime giveaway. So let me explain the purpose of the giveaway. If you're trading and you spend $1,000 on a prop firm accounts over the course of the month, you might be down on your luck. Like you might have, blown up a bunch, and you're in desperate need of an education. So here's a chance for somebody in that situation to get a free prize that you're feeling down, you're down your luck or whatever. Then we return the favor, like, hey, join the community for free. We'll train you for free. So that's the whole reason we do it. It's the idea that kind of person would probably be like, you know what? I don't know. Maybe they're just lost. Maybe they're spinning their wheels. And we're like, okay, here's a chance for you to, at least save some money here. And we do it once a month. So we give away one every month. And lifetime's only $4,000, so. And plenty of those people have been like, wow, that's exactly what I needed, because I've been trading like crazy and now I'm focusing and I'm going to take this opportunity to actually be serious and learn and blah, blah, blah. And then they turn it around. You definitely spent $1,000 this month. A lot of people did last month for sure during that crazy Iran stuff. Oh yeah. All right, guys, like I said, we do surprise giveaways too. For some people just show up for the giveaway and then try to leave. Y'all need to stick around because you guys don't know I throw in surprise giveaways usually at the end of the stream too sometimes. We got an hour before we go to my funded stream, and I'll probably throw a surprise in there for y'all. Maybe. So stick around. Do you guys like that prize? Yeah, cool. If I spend $1,000, we'd be able to pay rent. You can't do that. Is a month? 1 month is 50% off. Yeah, Saint Isidore. So there's no like free trial of the platform. It's just half price trial. But the reason for that is that the platform comes with the boot camp. So you basically can come to the boot camp too. So it comes packed with everything. Shell might buy out BP? Really? Wonder, I mean, BP, I remember, was kind of like going through some shit back in the day. When I was an engineer, BP was like divesting their Texas City plant? They were losing a lot of money, and BP had a plant that they sold to some other company. The other company was hiring, and I remember interviewing, I can't remember the company, but I remember interviewing at the plant in my 20s, and it was like, this is the former BP, I think it was Texas City refinery. So I don't know, like, are they, I haven't been paying attention to oil industry in so long. Are they going through the BP blowout in the Gulf? Yeah, that's what it was. That's really what caused them to have issues. That was the big, it was like a, God, it was like in 2003. Something like that. Was in college. Maybe 2005. Maybe it's, no, not 2005, 2010. This was the Deepwater Horizon, yeah. 2010. Resilience is back to being negative at half cap. I don't like it. So I took a stab on that positive bet, and then now it went right back down. So some of the stocks are sitting flat. I don't think I'm going to get the momentum I want. All right. Let's see what's happening. Shell. Yep, possibilities. So Shell plus BP would be like, you know, because they're both European companies. Shell is a Dutch company and BP is British. Or used to stand for British Petroleum. Now it's like Beyond Petroleum, I think. But you have like a European superpower there. Combined forces would be similar to, like, you know how ExxonMobil was like a combined conglomerate of a bunch of different oil companies too. Give them a, and then like Chevron, Texaco, I think was the merger. That's cool. Yeah, my trades definitely have been losing today for sure, but small losses though. Negative res again. All right. Just tiny leak down. The one attempt I wanted to make, we lost it. So let me, if I get the ESC now again, res is negative again. So I'm not getting the setup I want. Maybe I should just close this again, but let me hold for just a little bit longer to see if I get any pop on the res. If not, I'll close out again. Just tiny small losses. Yeah, somebody said same small losses. Star News says, how am I up 4K today? I'm not up 4K today. Where'd you get that from? I am Probably flat-ish. I'm slightly down, slightly down. I am slightly down, like in the range of like $500, $600. Oh, some guy in chat said he was up 4K. Well, I made money longing in the first liquidity pocket. I made money longing in the second liquidity pocket and then gave it back and then tried again and then gave it back and then tried again and gave it back. So I'm taking stabs at the longs. The market's just inching lower. And so this first trade was very profitable. I was up probably 6, 7K myself, and I've mostly given most of it back. And then some. Yeah, at this point, you're trying to break even. What's kind of cool is that, like, you know, we know that the market's likely not crashing out because they're very liquid, right? But we do know that the stocks are pulling back and not giving us the support we want. And therefore, you know, it's trending off a little, but doesn't mean that like I'm out here betting that the market's going to collapse and crash out. Still pretty solid, still very bullish. We just had basically stocks gap up and they're now trying to fill their gaps. And now we're waiting to see if there's a bid to be purchased on any of them. So watching like Nvidia and some of the bigger Mag 7 are holding the fort. Apple is mostly flat. Google's flat. So let's look at some of the other. So you have oil companies. Let's see what we got. Oil, Conoco's doing good. Banking. Actually, let's look at the sectors. XLE is a kind of like inside of here is bullish. So energy is up, which is good. It's bullish. XLF. Kind of like, see how things are bullish, but there's just no bounce pressure. Like overall, this is a bull setup, but the question is bull from where? And you're saying like financials are just kind of like stuck in high bull territory and slightly inching lower, right? Let's see what other sectors are looking bad today. I was like, I wish I was still at 4K. That'd be great. No, not today. Today's a baby loss day. Hopefully, you can turn a screen. No. Utilities is kind of one of the worst ones. Let's check XLU. Utilities just getting hammered today. It's in no man's land. It's not really bearish nor bullish. Overall, it's bearish pressure off of MHP from the bottom. But utilities is at a bull zone support. So there is a bounce potential here on utilities. Let's look at real estate. We don't have liquidity map on real estate, huh? Okay. Let's do materials. Materials sort of no man's land. Yeah, so some of these places don't really have supports to bounce off of. Like materials not so good. Let's look at industrials. Again, I don't have liquidity map for that either. Staples and discretionary are pretty bad too. Bull zone bottom on staples. Discretionary, no liquidity map on it. So some of the sectors that are kind of damaged, right, and selling off, there are supports in some of them right there. Now the question is, I'm going to hold through on the gap fill. NASDAQ could flush one more time, but again, negative res is not good from half gap. Negative res is a tiebreaker from here to here. So the smart thing for me to do is to get out before I take a bigger loss. That's the smart thing. And sometimes I don't do the smart thing, and sometimes I hold and bet that the stocks do get better. So this is kind of a discretionary choice I'm making against what the indicators are telling me. The indicators are telling me NASDAQ might fill the gap. So what I'm doing is hanging on because it's close enough to zero to see if the stocks do pick up a bid, because I checked some of the sectors that are at support. Now, but specifically though, it's not good to hold. This is evidence I should close. But then I tell myself, we're going to drop 10 points in the S&P. I'm only going to draw down 500 anyways. So I'm okay with the R&R on that because the reward to risk is still pretty good. And while I do lose confluence piece, I should size down once I lose confluence. So I should just keep it trading very small. I'm not smacking this with 5 NASDAQ contracts. I'm hitting it with 1 S&P. Maybe I should do micros even to hold through. So I'm betting that stocks do get better because some of the big tech are on the fence and not bearish. They're just not super bullish yet. Like Amazon is bringing resilience down, but it's like a couple of trades away from half gap, right? And it's like when the market is even hinting at selling or filling gap, I still usually take the bull trade, betting that the stocks do find a bid if I can find evidence they do. Like I always try to lean to the bull side. But because it's not all things lining up, I'm trading small. You guys can get the gist of that. Does this work with gold? Yeah. So with gold, you do GLD for gold futures. And gold is trading in a liquidity pocket right now. Like right now, gold is a buy from here if I were trading gold. LPs are really strong. Now there's resistance off of this orange, but gold is likely liquid from here. And so I look at it like that. So you guys see, I find every excuse to be a bull as much as I can. It's just I use my rules of I'm not that confident, I'm going to size down. So that makes sense, you guys, right? Y'all learned this in class yesterday. Confidence is not there for this to ride up. The confidence is very low. And I'm still in the trade. Small. I should be smaller, but I'm cool with one contract because there's not a lot of volatility. DD ratio is greater than half. And the likely trade today, with all things the way they are, if this indicator res is less than 0, resilience less than 0, this is likely. So I'm holding on to bet that we get a bid in stock. So I'm waiting for the indicator to tell me the stock's being bought up. Right now, they're not. So Nasdaq can fall maybe another 40 points. See what I'm saying? So I'm looking at it like, okay, I don't have the evidence it's going to rally, but I'm in it to hope that the stocks are going to get bought up here because some of the sectors did have bull zone supports there. And that is a support for some of the sectors that we're selling pretty hard. And the fact that the market is still hella bullish, it's still pretty okay. I'm good. And so all day today, you guys have been watching me just do position management, and that's really been kind of saving my ass, right? In one contract and playing up or down $500 right now. If somehow the stocks do go positive, like it hinted, like it was trying to do it here, if we get a second attempt at this and it's better, then I get a nice little 2.25 to 1 trade from this exact spot. So the R&R is really good, but the confidence is really low. Therefore, I take the trade for the good R&R, but I take the trade small because the confidence is low. And that's what you learned in yesterday's class, right? It's all about managing. And it's not about picking the direction right or wrong. It's just about the size, the position size is the most important part of this. And hopefully you guys are picking up on that, right? The R&R is fantastic. If the stocks pick up a bid, I'm in for a big wave. Because I don't have the confidence, I've sized down pretty significantly. It's likely to sell off and I'm likely to lose $500. But while I'm holding, we can see if we get sucked. What's up? Hello. What kind of pizza do you guys want? Sorry about that. Sorry about that. You guys are back. Wait, where'd the music go? We got these appointments we're trying to get going on today. Canadian bacon, meat lovers. Okay. Wait, bacon and tomato. Okay. Kiwi on pizza. What? Ground beef and olives. Arby's. Blech. Meat lovers. Buffalo chicken. I put the stream on mute for like 3 minutes and 100 people go away. You guys are so ADHD. I'm just kidding. YouTube's numbers are weird. I don't always trust them. Looks like I'm not getting the support I want. Boo. I was waiting to see if the stocks pick up any kind of juice here. SP at the gap fill. Again, let me just delete all this text here. It's not a good trade. The setup's really bad. Not really bad, but the setup's not good. So my size is really small, and I'm betting that stocks sort of like maybe get a bump here because we are at support. Some key areas of support. So hopefully... You'll support me. Thank you. I love you guys. You thought you found the feet pics and stiff socks? You ever hear grilling me for finding my secret OnlyFans channel? What's worse, guys, if your girlfriend finds your secret OnlyFans subscriptions that you're subscribed to, or if your girlfriend finds your secret OnlyFans channel that you have? Which one do you think would be worse? Real question here. Would you rather them see what it is you watch or what it is you do? It's hard to decide, right? I think iDoc would be proud of both of mine if I had one. If I had each. Death either way. Feet pics pay the bills. That's true. I'd be like, look. These ankles bought you that Von Cleef necklace, okay? Subscriptions, jealousy is the killer. Yeah, this is true. This is true. So, again, fingers crossed in case we do get stocks get a bump here, but we're not getting the stocks bumping. S&P SPY just filled its gap from yesterday, and now we're sitting at the open. It's not likely to rally unless the stocks pick up some steam. So what I'm doing is betting that the stocks pick up some steam. We don't have evidence that it's doing it yet, but I'm taking a small bet that it does because the R&R is fantastic. Market is still bullish. Greater bull market's still good. Although there is not a lot of evidence that we do rally from here. Not yet. We need the stocks to be gobbled up. But it's just not looking super hot. I've been watching the sectors, which is one of the things I do watch. And some of the sectors have been rotating in. So we've been seeing tech has been holding the fort. And communication services holding the fort. Now energy is doing slightly okay. And some of these, like real estate and utilities, are looking a little worse, but some of these are looking a little better. So the question people are probably having right now is which, what are we rotating into? And a lot of these stocks are picking up a little steam, but it's still not enough. Still not enough, but hey, I'll take a small bet. I still always try to bet on the side of the bull market, but my confidence is very low, but the R&R is really big. So, bum, 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 bum. Depends if she's on the show or not, LOL. All righty. Let me go read what's going on Twitter. I kind of want to listen to some of the drama we got going on here today. Let's take a look. I'm trying to preserve my voice because my throat is starting to hurt a little bit. Resilience is getting slightly better, which I like to see. All right, let's go see what's going on with the current Twitter drama with Pat and Tradeify. They are going on fire, man. Pat is telling people to like cancel their stuff with Tradeify. Man, they are brutal. Resilience getting slightly better. Apparently he's claiming that they've cut him. Oh dang, dude. There's like even the My Funded Futures account went in there and donated $50 in the stream against Jade. Oh my god, dude, it's getting juicy over there. Apparently Pat posted this, and on the stream My Funded Futures said donated $50 just in support of Pat over Jada. Wow. Okay. The prop firm world is a heated place, man. These people are super competitive with each other. There's a lot of people like canceling their Tradeify accounts on according this. Wow, in protest. All right, hang in there, resilience. Let's get better. I got my fun defeat, my fun TV in a little bit.
Tradeify. To make this video, not to trash Tradeify, but I want to put it out there so people know kind of the true story, what's going on here, why this all happened, why it transpired. I know it's drama, it's YouTube, but hey, sometimes people like the drama. They want to hear about it. Well, today I thought I was doing the right thing. I thought I was doing, you know, what any honorable person would do. You know, if they see something and they think it's bullshit, you call it out, right? That's Jay Dunn into the blackness of, my God, why? Show you guys my trades live, right? I mean, that's the deal that we got. I'm like, hey, use my code PW. I'll trade live.
Let's listen to it. Read IDOC's message. Wait.
We'll have some entertainment. So this morning,
You going to drive now? All right, bye. I'll see you later.
Talking shit because I'm like, hey, you know, at one point, this guy thought that he was going to destroy Patrick Whelan. At one point, Danny Trades and Jay Dunn thought that they were going to destroy Patrick Whelan.
Juicy, baby. Juicy, juicy.
Partnerships. One of my big companies that I work with is now.
I just want to see what actually happened.
Are you going to quit? You ran a fucking Twitter talking about me.
All right, I'm not going to listen to a 10-minute video. I'll watch it later. I thought he said that Tradeify cut him, like they kicked him out. Mm-mm-mm. Come on, hang in there, Rez. Dude, it's vicious over here on Twitter today. Damn, they're going nuts. All right, you guys ready for my funded in a little bit? Oh shit, I gotta go now. All right, guys, let's head on over there. I totally forgot. We're running out of time. I'm over here all saturated in this Twitter juice. Let's head on over there. Oops. Oops. Let's go here. Let's go here. Let's go here. All right, guys. All right, everybody follow me over here. We're gonna do massive giveaways today. Massive giveaways. This is the link. The link in chat. Go, go, and go. Everybody go. Click there now. I'll be there in like 5 minutes. We got to get out of here. Ran out of time. We're gonna do, like, they do like 50 account giveaways. Every one of you should be over there.
Rocket scooter blast through the maze. Volume prediction shows the way. Leave the doubt and the fray. Liquidity map paints the scene. Hidden nodes like ghosts unseen. Reverse engineer to see the light. Illuminate the darkest night. Rocket scooter has got the key. Pull back curtains, let me see where institutions hide. Doubt can't live where you reside. Trends we ride with heads held high. Resilience makes the weak ones fly. Future volume crystal clear. Rocket scooter leads no fear. No more guesswork, no more loss. Seeing past the others cross. Institutions will be seen. Predict the flow like a machine. Rocket scooter, you've got the key. Pull back curtains, let me see.
Daily loss. How awesome is this, right?
Doubt can't live where you reside. Trends we ride with heads held high.